Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Honolulu. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. A little bit weird for me because I'm not usually here on Wednesdays, but we're going to fight through this today. We are doing a minimal setup today, so we have basically just the camera and the encoder. We don't have any of the fancy stuff. The 360 camera is off today. The beauty cam is off today. The computer is off today because we are expecting rain. So it looks okay right now. It's very cloudy, a little windy, but we're supposed to be getting some rain closer to the 8 o'clock hour. So I didn't want to chance it, so we're going to do the minimal setup today. Hope you guys don't mind. The biggest thing is you won't get the shot of me. So I hope you guys can go one show without seeing me. We'll go back to the old days like it used to be when no one knew what I looked like. Good morning, Alan, Josh, Brandon. We got Sarah Deal in the house. Kelvin's here. Full Metal Dragon's here. Hello. Aspen. Legalized Shemp is here. And just so we're clear, the beauty cam is not what I call the camera that faces me. Just the beauty cam is the scenery cam that I just recently added. So the wind is also supposed to shift a little today. It was forecast already to be south-southwest. It's kind of a east-southeast right now. The airport is calling it, let's see what the airport's calling it. The airport is calling it 80 degrees at 5, so so I don't know how today is going to roll. If the winds shift, we might have to move. Because if they shift too much, they'll go into reverse operations, and we'll have reverse ops squared here. If the rain gets too heavy, I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll figure that out when it comes. So this is kind of a play it by ear today, but today should be a fun day aviation-wise. Yesterday was the start of a Sentry Aloha 26-1, but today should be the first actual fly day of that. And if you checked out my Discord post yesterday, you know we should be in store for a lot of planes. I got a list yesterday afternoon of all the planes involved in Sentry Aloha, and it is a fun sheet to read through. Gonna have to do something about that. Hold on one second, guys. Need to angle that. The angle of dangle was too far over. Okay. There we go. That should be a little better. Hello, Scottish Linda, Keith, Jonathan McD. Looks like all the cool kids are here early this morning. That's good. So yesterday we got a little teaser, a little taste. We had a bunch of F-22s. I believe we had 10 F-22s, if my memory is... That's probably not very good, so don't trust me. We had a high number of F-22s, somewhere around 10. Then we had 2 F-35s that were not part of Sentry Aloha. They were just, passing through. They were, I believe they were from Alaska. They're heading out. I don't know where they head out, but they're heading out somewhere. Our good friend Full Metal Dragon is back with us at the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Apparently he's been missing those quick inter-island trips. O'Malley will be by with your POG drink soon. And I know you're not going to believe this when I say it. I know it. I know. I've said this before. Your stickers will be out this week. I guarantee it. So we're going to get a very cool one, the very first flight of the day out here. So the very first departure, well, okay, we just had a short. That doesn't count, does it? So our very first big jet departure, I'll steal that name. Look what's coming around the corner. Everybody know what's coming around the corner? I'll give you a hint. I posted a video of it just the other day. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So in case you've been living under a rock, this is a former Hawaiian ordered Dreamliner that has now been stolen by Alaska and just recently painted in the global livery, or Northern Lights livery as I like to call it. I don't know why they said global livery. I wasn't in the marketing meeting. Nobody asked me. But this is the first time this was here was Saturday night, and got a picture of it. Got a video of it arriving Saturday night. It's up on YouTube in the video section right now. It came in yesterday during the middle of the day, and then it came back last night. So I don't know if I'm the first person to catch this in a live stream, but I gotta be close to the first person to catch this in a live stream. Hello, Christine. CFI on the fly. All right. That's a banger way to start off the show. Now, I talked about this the other day in the stream. A lot of people have been asking my opinion of that livery and what my opinion is, and it's kind of weird where people want to know my opinion still, but I'll give it to you. I think, first of all, I think that plane, the Dreamliner, looks amazing in the Hawaiian livery, and I don't think it should change. That's just to start out. But if you want to just base it without the underlying Hawaiian theme to it, I think the livery from the tail to the wings looks amazing, and then from the front, they gave up. I think they could have done a lot more. And I know the regular Chester ones kind of have a white front, and that's probably what they were going for. But that plane is too long to have a white front like that. They should have done something. They should have kept the Aurora, the Northern Lights going up, maybe wrapped them around the Alaska name. But, so it's a good looking tail. It's an amazing looking tail. And from the tail forward, it just starts to lose itself, and really needs, my opinion, needs to be done up through the front and maybe around the Alaska name. But that all said, I wish they would have painted it in the Hawaiian colors, the Hawaiian livery, or as our Secretary of Transportation said in a news conference the other day, what the heck's a livery? That's a paint job. How does the Secretary of Transportation not know what a livery is? Well, fire truck, that would be neat, but we don't get the Northern Lights here. So that would be a little weird. Yeah. We don't... There have been very, very few instances in recorded history where people have seen the Northern Lights from Hawaii. We are just too far down on the earth, or up on the earth, depending on it. It's always been very weird to me that north is up. And I've never been to the southern hemisphere, so I don't know what it's like down there, but maybe some of the people, I know we have some people in the southern hemisphere in the chat. You know, Sherry's down there somewhere probably, and might have some people in New Zealand in the chat. But did you guys, oh, what is that? There's something coming out. People who grew up in the northern, ooh, look at this guy. This guy's got some fun paint job on it. So when you were, like, people who've always lived in the southern hemisphere, do you consider north up? Is that even a thing? Alright. I'm going to stop babbling now because our first ANA A380 is in very early today. Pardon me. I have no mute button today, I'm sorry. So the next A380 is relatively on time. It's an hour and 16 minutes away, which puts it about a half an hour early, but half an hour early is not that uncommon for the ANAs. We do have a Queen coming in about this, a little quicker than that. We have about a half an hour. But we need this dump truck to get out of the way so we can get a better view of this. Better view of this C-130 as it leaves, because it's about to get blocked. Yep. I've never seen the Northern Lights. It has been on my bucket list since I was probably 12. And never seen them. Even when, like, almost the entire United States this past year, the year ago winter, got to see them because the solar Maximus was starting again. It didn't come here. We're too low. We are at Honolulu is at 21 degrees north latitude, which is below the Tropic of Capricorn. So we are definitely in the tropics. So seeing the northern lights in the tropics is very rare. Sorry about the little shake in the camera today. The wind is starting to pick up, so it's going to make everything shake a little because I have the rain cover on, which picks the wind up a little more than the regular sunshade. So I'm going to read you off the list that I received of the planes that are going to be here, that are here supposedly for Sentry Aloha, that we might see today. So the first is obvious. It's the 22s and the KC-135s from the Hawaii Air Guard. Then we have a Airborne Tactical Advantage Company MK-58. That's the Hawker that's over at K-Bay a lot. Then we have F-35As from the 115th Fighter Wing. And we have KC-135s from the 128th Air Refueling Wing, both from Wisconsin. Then we have F-15Cs from the 159th Fighter Wing in Louisiana. We have KC-135s from the 155th Air Refueling Wing in Nebraska. We have a C-130H from the 153rd Airlift Wing in Wyoming. We have a E3, that is a E3 Sentry, that is a from the 3rd Wing Group in Alaska. Then we have another E3 from the 552 Air Control Wing in Oklahoma. Those are all here for Sentry Aloha, and I have confirmed everyone but the last one. I have not seen the second E3 yet, but all the rest I've seen with my either on my eyes or on the app. I saw the E3 come in on the app. Oh, nice, CFI. So if I suddenly get real quiet and start to leave the truck, it's because they've changed the. I'm keeping a close eye on the traffic flow because I don't have my ATC lit up right now because I'm having issues with it. It's not I need to order a new scanner. Basically, something happened with my scanner where it's not working off batteries. I thought it was the cord, but it's not working off batteries, and it works when it's plugged in, but when you plug it in, it makes this skipping noise. So I need to get a new scanner. When it gets closer to 8:30, I might try it anyway, just in case. Oh, there's Sherry. So Sherry, I have a question. I asked this a little while ago. You might have answered it, and I didn't see it. But people who grew up in the southern hemisphere, did you think of north as up? Because here in the northern hemisphere, we were always taught that north is up, south is down. But if your entire life is in the southern hemisphere, who's to say south isn't up for you? You're standing 5 feet from the South Pole, up is south. I guess technically that is down. I don't know how that works. So the next one coming in on the other side is a 717. We'll dedicate that to Full Metal Dragon for coming back to us at the 717 level. It's coming in from Lehue. It's that little bright light in the sky over there? Morning. Thanks, Mike. I need a third eye. I keep trying to look at multiple things at the same time, and my hand just doesn't cooperate on the tripod. I listened to a podcast, Luke, out of it's a couple of guys that used to be on the sports radio station I listened to out of Dallas, The Ticket. So they left the radio station, now they have their own podcast, and they call those Gummy Thoughts. Oh, thanks, Mark. Yeah, see? There you go. Thank you, Sherry. Just... confirmation. But there's I don't know, I don't want to get too deep into the woods today, but there's a lot of things in history that are just the way they are because some dude "500 years ago said, yep, that's the way it is. All the rest of you guys, suck it." Like the Prime Meridian. That wasn't one guy. That was a bunch of guys arguing of what city it should go through. Originally it was supposed to go through Paris. But you know how English people don't like French people. So they said, no, we're not doing that. And now if you go to Greenwich and you stand, like I have a picture of me, I was too cheap to pay to go in to the Greenwich Observatory because it was kind of expensive. So I stood outside and I noticed there was a brick line on the ground where the Prime Meridian is. So I sat on the stoop there and got my picture with 1 foot theoretically in one hemisphere and 1 foot in the other. But if you know, it's actually drifted. So it's actually the line that was there when they established it is not the line anymore. It's like 20 feet towards the middle of the park. But some dudes, a couple of dudes in wigs and long coats in the summer decided, hey, you know, we're just gonna make zero here because we live here. Thank you very much, Reno to Heathrow. Come back to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Really appreciate that. O'Malley will be by with your pog drink soon. Yeah, the Middle East. The Far East. Yeah. It's all based on who was the cool dude at the time, who was in charge, who had the biggest fleet. That's why when you say the Midwest is not midway to the west, it's midway to the west when the west was a lot closer. And then you got a lot of people who, you know, 150 years ago, they said the farmers need more daylight, so they did daylight savings time when, you know, that doesn't actually give you more daylight, it just changes the time. And then certain places said, hey, you know what, we don't like that. We don't like that idea at all. We are not going to do it. Like if you go to Arizona. For instance, in Arizona, there's a road. I think I've talked about this. I might have talked about this on the stream before. This sounds familiar. In Arizona does not. Here, Hawaii doesn't do daylight savings time. So we are the same time all year round. We don't spring forward, fall back. And so does Arizona. Arizona also does not do daylight savings time. But if you are in Arizona and you're driving on, let's see, Route 77 in Arizona, you start out in Joseph City. Hold on, I'm going to let this truck go by. You start out in Joseph City, or close to Joseph City, Arizona, not doing daylight savings time. Then you drive north on Route 77, and you cross over into the Navajo Reservation, Navajo Native American Reservation. They do daylight savings time, so your time switches. Then you keep driving, and you cross into the Hopi Reservation, which is completely surrounded by the Navajo Reservation. And they don't do daylight savings. So you have to go back you have to go back to the original time. And then you keep driving on that same road, and there's another smaller part of the Navajo Reservation inside the Hopi Reservation, where then you go back to doing daylight savings time. And then as you drive out of that, it goes in reverse. So you go from not doing it to doing it, to not doing it, to doing it again in the space of probably 100 miles. And I've just lost half my viewers now. I came here to look at planes, not talk about time zones. What are you doing? So this is the Lilo and Stitch livery on the 321. So we'll see if we can get a little closer shot of it. You can see Stitch on the back with a paintbrush in his mouth, and he has painted graffiti down the side, including his name on the front. This is for the Lilo and Stitch movie. Pan left for what? What's left? There's a couple ships left. There's a queen about to go right over my head. I don't know what's left, Jolly Roger. I can't tell you. Something is, oh, I think it's a cord. Hold on, there's a cord pulling. There we go, that's a little better. Oh, well, yeah. Morning. The 321 when you were saying that was behind a guard shack. There was nothing to see. Like the C-17 that's coming out right now, it's behind the guard shack, which is right there. So as soon as it gets out from around the guard shack, we'll see it. I'm sorry if the conversation is too deep for you, Brandon. Ooh, somebody didn't get the cone out in time. Dun dun dun. The security guard lost his good spot. They didn't get the cone out in time. No, it's cool, Jolly Rogers. I just thought you were talking about something I couldn't see. I have no idea. Yeah, Jerry talks about, what did Jerry talk about when he was here? One of his streams here, he went on for like an hour about how quickly certain landing gear go up versus other planes, and was talking very in detail about their landing gear. That is not the type of conversation you're going to get on a reverse op stream. I talk about time zones in northeast Arizona. A little slightly different. The good thing is the volume knob on your computer works, and you can turn me down. Too bad there's not. I can't do an alternate audio track where I can have my commentary on one audio track and the planes on another, and you could just turn me down. That's the new tagline for the show: Time Zones, Pop-Tarts, and O'Malley Cats. We talk about time zones more before 8 a.m. than most people do all day. I'm sure Mrs. Reverse Ops would like to turn me down once in a while. Elvis has left the building. We actually have an Elvis statue here in Hawaii. It's in downtown Honolulu. Or close to downtown. Kind of Kaka'ako. But we have there's a stadium. If you guys were on my drive around stream where I yelled at the guy, if you weren't on that stream, you missed out. That was a good stream. But I drove around Honolulu and I showed you guys the Elvis statue, which is next to the Blaisdell Concert Hall, or Blaisdell Arena, not the concert hall. Used to be the NIC, now it's the Blaisdell, but that's where Elvis did his Aloha from Hawaii live satellite broadcast. And so, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, something like that, they erected a statue of Elvis out front. Ooh, is that what I think it is? Oh yeah. Next one out's an Amazon Prime Air, but this is one of the Hawaii ones. So you can see here, this is the Amazon Prime Air. This is actually operated by Hawaiian Airlines. So if you click on it, it might say Alaska. Yeah, it says operated by Alaska Airlines. So the way you can always tell these is it's these 330s that have the light blue tail. So the other 330s that are operated by, are they operated by ATI that come here? They have a dark blue tail, but the ones with the light blue tail are operated by Hawaiian Airlines. Like if you go to Minneapolis, you'll see a lot of the 737s that have the light blue fuselage for Amazon. Those are operated, I believe, by Sun Country, which I don't think Sun Country actually exists anymore as of this past weekend. Yeah, the C5 does that, Keith, too. The C5, they all rotate in and then kind of tuck under. They all swivel sideways and then tuck under. It is getting gray. I don't like that. Can you guys, I don't know if you can see it in this camera. You can see it in this one. There's a big rain cloud right there. And there's rain over here. Yeah, we'll get that 747 on final in a second. Does my voice sound deep today? In my head it sounds deep, like I'm doing a radio voice. Ooh, I can hear it now. Yep, we're getting a little bit of drizzle. This is Radio Chaos, where rock and roll comes out of chaos, with a song called The Powers That Be. Alright, we'll come back to this because I want to get the 747. In the rain over there. I hope not, Allison. Mrs. Reverse Ops. I don't know. She was feeling ill on Sunday night, but I think it was big raindrops. Okay, let me make sure everything's covered. Hold on. As you may hear, it's actually raining quite heavily right now. I think we're okay though. Oh, we have an Atlas Air Queen overhead. But the rain cover seems to be working okay. I'm very glad I went with the minimal setup though today. There are two 717s, maybe three 717s waiting at the runway down there. Well, the good thing is I have, I can't show you the camera because the camera is, you know what I mean. But I do have a cover on the rain cover on the camera, and then I have a rain cover over me. So. If anybody, I know at least one of you is listening to the ATC. Like I mentioned earlier, my scanner is DOA, so I have to order a new one. I think it got wet the last time we were in the water, in the rain, and it doesn't particularly like to run off batteries right now, and then when you plug it in, it makes this kind of skipping noise. So we don't have a scanner today. So if anybody hears anything about them, these guys are waiting because they're doing a runway inspection, but if you hear anything about them switching the runways around, please let me know in the chat. I don't know. I thought maybe he was checking the water level. I mean, because it was raining pretty hard on the runway. I thought he might have been checking if there was any pooling on the runway, but he's going back up again. So maybe the plane out before did leave some of that Amazon plane. Well, the Amazon's not turning around, so I guess it wasn't anything too serious. Oh, here comes another ops car. There's another ops car right there. We have a string of heavies heading this way. We have that Atlas Air that I talked about going overhead a minute ago. That is lined up. Looks like it's going to do 8 left. Then we have a FedEx 757, maybe 10 miles south of us. That's coming in from Hilo. Then we have a 777 from Memphis. That's another FedEx, a little bit further behind it. And then there's another 757 all kind of waiting out there. Let's go back over here. The 717 has now made it onto the runway. So whatever the runway inspection was, it looks like they're done. So that was Atlas Air. Came in from LA with the Extra X. That is not the trainer one, Rodney. The trainer one, that's a 400. The trainer they were using was an 800, an 8. And when they use the trainer, the call sign will be Venus something. Venus. It was Venus 03 when it was here the other day. Hello, Rainbow Love. So that one on the right there, that 330 on the right, that's the last Hawaiian in the old livery. You notice the biggest change is they don't have the Miley lay around it, the silver Miley ray around the fuselage. It also has different colors and slightly different design in the purples on the tail. Yeah, when that one was here for training was it a week or so ago, a week and a half or so ago? It was here for 3 days. 2 of the days it left here and then went to the Big Island and did, I don't know if it did touch and goes. It listed as being on the ground for a while. It was landings and takeoff rotations on the Big Island. Some on Kona, some in Kona, some in Hilo. It did that for 2 days, and then it went back to the mainland. It looks like it. It looks like it, Kelvin. Looks like it's coming down at the end of the runway, too. It looks pretty gloomy down there. We're getting a couple of raindrops here, but nothing. In fact, the sun is behind me. It's come out. Alright, so the next one in is a 757. That's going to come in on our side, and then we're going to have another 757 come in on the other side. They are going to it is dousing Waipahu right now. Holy cow, look at, I can't even see the end of the runway. I hope that's going a different direction than me. Alright, so we are going to get a 757 on our side first, and then we'll see what we can see about the ones on the other side. Hello, Rainbow Love. I hope you're warm and dry today. Hello, Fred. Let's take that 757. Whoops. Whoop, oh, that dropped. Oh no. Okay, I got, not a big deal. Doing much better, Rainbow Love. A little bit of snot left, but not too bad. I've been off medicine for, I think, since Friday, so been pretty good. So Callum Ross, 4717, thank you for the £2 super chat. Sorry I was a little late in getting to it. I apologize. But thank you very much. Says a couple of queens inbound. I always like that. That's a good sentence. Always nice to have a couple of queens inbound. The only thing better is a couple of queens outbound, which we might have. We should have at least one today, departing, depending on how quick the weather makes me bail out of here. But so far over town right now, it is beautiful. It's sunny over there. You go, what a drastic difference facing the other direction makes. Look at this. Nice and sunny over there. But thank you, Callum. I appreciate that. Sorry I can't put the chat message on the screen. It should have flashed on the screen, but I like putting it bigger. I can't do that today because we're in the minimal setup because of the rain, so I don't have my computer. So the next one out to the end of the runway is the United. It's heading off to Majuro. That's the island hopper. It's going to make a couple stops before it ends up in Guam. Behind it is the 757 heading off to SFO. While we wait for those two, we'll thank Jane Chu, our awesome mod, for gifting one reverse option ship. It looks like Tom Hanks himself, Tom Hanks 8969, has received that. So please join me in thanking our wonderful mod, Jane. Alright, let's go get the Majuro flight. See, the ops car is still down there. There's still a lot of water on the runway. You never know. You never know, Linda. If I start talking about typewriters, though, maybe he'll answer. We will have some FedEx planes to show him. In fact, we got one right here, so if Tom Hanks is watching, he'll be very familiar with this plane. He might not have any good memories of this plane, though. This might be a bad memory for Tom Hanks. Hello, Eham. Good to see you. It's an interesting call sign. Sounds like what 15-year-old Patrick would come up with a call sign. Thank you very much, Just an Average Plane Spotter. Sorry I can't put your message on the screen today, but I do appreciate it. Jet engines are like leaf blowers, and they'll help clean the runway off with water. Yeah, I see that what they need to do is have a couple of these super heavies land over here, and that'll knock some water off the runway. Yeah, we have this one waiting. We have the Super over Eva Beach. I can't see it yet because of the clouds over there, so as soon as I can see it, oh, look at that, there we go. White trucks and vans coming out. Yeah, if they put this Super over here on 8 right, that would certainly knock a lot of water off, I bet. Oh, jeez. That is, oh, there's the Super right there. Okay. Sorry, it's getting very windy here now. I do apologize for the wind shake here. having all kinds of trouble with this Super. Oh, jeez. All right, hello Tom. Tom Hanks 8969 is coming with a €5 or sorry, a €6 super chat. Thank you very much. Says it's a super sticker. It says keep it up. As long as the rain holds, we'll keep it up. In fact, we might fight through a little rain to get some fighters. But thank you very much, Tom. I bet you he's sick of Tom Hanks being... unless this is the real Tom Hanks. I don't want to say it's not. But if it's not the real Tom Hanks, how much of a pain is that to have the same name as someone that famous? Of course, it could be like, why do you have to stand right there? Well, that used to be me. I used to stand that. Well, I used to stream from a ladder that tall. So I'd be standing on a ladder that tall for 3 hours, and then I would have a, I had a 9, oh, was it 8 or 9 foot tripod, huge tripod, and then I had another tripod that had my encoder on it. It was crazy. And then sometimes the 747s would come around this corner right here, and I'd feel like I was going to get blown off the ladder. So that's what prompted me to get the truck. Yeah, Stephen, it's a very popular walking place because it's a Lagoon Drive, especially because it's flat and straight, and you don't have to deal with a lot of traffic. It's like, I mean, you could walk down Ala Moana, or you could walk through down Nimitz. It's nice and long and straight, but you got to deal with lights and traffic and things. So it's very popular with bicyclists too. Lots of bikers. Not today, I guess, because of the rain. Yeah, if I was still doing a ladder show, I wouldn't be out here today, I tell you. Pardon me. Next one coming in on the other side is listed as a Amerijet. So if you're looking at flight radar, it's listed as a Amerijet. That is not a Amerijet. That is Asia Pacific. It's a cargo company. They bought that, or at least, I don't know, they acquired it, pardon me, several months ago, and it's been repainted, and but flight radar hasn't caught up yet. Number 3 taxi. This is that 757 that I was talking about a minute ago, that supposed Amerijet. Oop. I lost focus, then the camera lost focus. Time on the clock said 3 o'clock. Last call for alcohol. What you want? I want 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer. Alright, that's Aloha Air Cargo. There. There's a Southwest behind it. Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for all the info.
Hey, no problem. Hopefully. I was a little worried earlier. It was raining pretty good over there. But yeah, the comm trucks are down there, so our first KC-135 is third for departure. That's a local KC-135 there. Is that 4? Or is that 3 KC-135s? Could be 3. Thank you very much, Sarah. Sarah's come in with a $10 super sticker. Says thanks. Well, thank you. Hope you're feeling better on the road to recovery. I apologize for not being able to put your sticker on the screen today. We're doing a minimal setup, and my encoder does not like to do that. I have to have a computer to do that, and I was a little scared with the rain to bring the computer out. But that does not change the fact that I'm very thankful. Thank you very much. This Southwest is heading off to San Diego. The next 3 out. That guy is right in the wrong place. Look at that. Our good friend Frank Schoenstein has come back with another 20 gifted. Frank gifted 20 right at the end of was it yesterday's show? I think it was yesterday's show. Just after I hit the end button. So that's 40 gifted from Frank. Thank you very much. Huge supporter of the channel. 787 level member. Thank you very much. Nice little double shot. You see that? Had a 135 in the background and a 135 in the foreground. So RSVP, Sarah Jane, Louis, Alan, Real Lady Cat. Oh, Real Lady Cat, hello. Zane, Michael, Charlie Bravo. Oh wait. Airplane Dances, Gremlins, Her, Arzaki, Kevin, New England, Alan, Nancy, Graphics, Zach, James, and XL Aviation. Please join me in giving a huge thanks to Frank Schoenstein, huge supporter of the channel. Thanks again, Frank. Then we have Scott K, aka Penzi Plane. He's been a member. Oh, just crossed over the 12-month. Thank you very much at the 717 Inter Island Traveler level. Thank you very much. Great show, Patrick. Saw QTC 135s in Pennsylvania yesterday. Oh, awesome. You know, as many as we get here, I'm kind of spoiled with the amount of KC-135s we see, but I never get tired of seeing them leave. But thank you, Scott. And our good friend Scottish Linda, Linda, has gifted 1 Reverse Ops membership. Looks like Zulu Romeo 8282 is the recipient of that, so please join me in thanking Linda. Oh, I think a Cessna's doing a go-around above this. Is that a Cessna? I think it's a Southern. Yeah, I think it's a. Oh, it's the all-blue one. It's our all-black livery. I don't know if you can see what's in front of the. I'm kind of glossing over the thing in the thing, but I don't know if you can see the gray on the gray there. But there are F-15s out now. I kind of talked right over that. So there's 2 F-15s right there in front of the KC-135s. But thank you, Linda. Thank you very much, Ken. We got Ken for a Move the Ladder Fund. Well, he's only. I mean, it's his right to be there. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm a little disappointed he's standing there, but I can't. He has every right to be there. Like I have every right to block somebody behind me. So, and he's only blocking a very small part of the runway. So, we'll be okay. But thank you very much for the super chat, Ken. Ken is a huge, long time, one of the OGs of the channel, definitely. Ooh, we have a Travis dog sighting. Travis's dog is here. You guys want to see Travis's dog? It's Travis's little puppy dog. Oh, I did, Frank, and guess what? I have. Oh, I can't. I don't know if I can show you today. I meant to put it in the encoder, but Mrs. Reverse Ops, she is a wonder. She is amazing. She found them. So I have 2 packages of the Pop-Tart Peeps waiting for me. As soon as I finish off my birthday cake. I'm waiting to eat them till I finish off my birthday cake. She got me a very nice Oreo ice cream cake, so I'm waiting to finish that, and then we'll try the Peeps. Trying to show you the tail on that one. It had a design on the tail. So we got another fighter coming up behind. That looks like a 35 there. There's another 35 there. Let's see if anything's behind the guard shack. Oh, a Hawaiian. That's a 22 there. So we're getting a mix of a few. Two, and then looks like maybe 2. There's a military exercise going on with a lot of fighters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, just in time. The rain's coming. This guy's going slow. I don't think he's going out. Yeah, he's not going out. Keith, the F-15s are from the 159th in Louisiana. The F-35s are from the 115th in Wisconsin. Okay, so he's going to probably loop around and come back in front of us here in a second. Looks like they're going to let this... Alright. I need to do something about this guy in the way. And then I'm not going to bug him. I just need to move the truck a little. So give me a second. I will be right back. Promise. Oh, that's good. Super nice guy. That KC-135 is holding over to my left. We'll see what the fighters do. So I asked the guy if he would just move a couple feet to the right. So he's a very nice guy. Moved over for me, no problem. So that way we should be able to see them as they line up and wait. F-15s are next. There's a 717 down here. How'd you like to be on the left side of that plane watching this? Holy cow, what luck. love the F-15 afterburners. The next one's out there. I think they're going to send that 717 out next. A little bit slower on this one. That's cool, Keith. I've never been lucky enough to be that guy who's has the plane, has them take off right in front of them. The closest I got was I was leaving on a 717, and as we turned on to 8 right down there, they were all lined up behind me. That's the closest I ever got. I have that picture somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Thanks, Ren. That would be awesome. So I know we have a lot of new faces in the crowd today. Thank you all for stopping by. This is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport in Honolulu, Hawaii. My name is Patrick. The channel's Reverse Ops. So the reason you're getting things like this, F-22s followed by a 321, is because Daniel K. Inouye International Airport shares its runways with Hickam Air Force Base, which is part of Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam. Today is day one of Sentry Aloha. We have more fighters coming out. Today is day one of Sentry Aloha, which is usually a twice annual fighter exercise where the local 199th and 19th Fighter Squadrons, those are F-22s, host other, usually Air Guard units from around the country. This one they're hosting F-35s from the 115th in Wisconsin and F-15s from the 159th in Louisiana. There's also a bunch of tankers here from other air wings, and there should be 2 E-3s here. We haven't seen those yet today. But this is day one officially. Day one officially was actually technically yesterday, but none of the F-15s or F-35s flew yesterday. So today is first day of flying. We should get about, I would imagine, around 20 fighters out, so we still have a lot more to go, I would believe. So if you're enjoying this, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. And like I said, this is just day one. So we'll be out here again Thursday and Friday. I don't believe they'll fly on the weekends, and then we'll be back again next week. I believe the end date is the 24th for this exercise. Is that Denver? MMMDNVR? Denver? Thank you very much. Very kind of you to say. It says loves the vids. For a $3.33 super chat. Thank you very much. Let's take this. So the noise you may be hearing in the background is that 135 who decided not to go. It's still hanging out on Romeo, which is over to my left. The slight shake you see in the camera, I do apologize for that. It's a little windy out here today, and it's hard to get all the shake out of the camera, especially when you're zooming in quite far. So I see 4 F-15s down there. Ah, M cubed. Okay, M cubed. Okay, I think. Nice, Aaron. That must have been a fun job to have in the service. So I think I see another tanker out there. So there are two here, one behind the guy's head, one there. And then we have a 717, and then there's another tanker there. Those are down on Juliet. So the noise you hear is this guy over here. This guy over here. That third one was nice. I like that. Hey Ray, how's it going? It sounds like that plane has started to move. Alright, so we have, on the other end, we have this one starting to taxi again. And then on the other end, we have another 135, and there's a C-17 behind it. So thank you, Ray. Our good friend Rayleigh B. Images has coming with a $10 New Zealand super chat. Thank you very much. This is mahalo for the fantastic stream, Patrick. We appreciate your passion, mate. Keep it up. So envious of all the military stuff coming out today. I will pass that along to Mrs. Reverse Ops. But thank you very much. And thank you for, I mean, I don't know if I adequately said thank you for all the stuff you brought. Ray was out here a couple weeks ago and brought me all kinds of t-shirts and pins and stickers and patches, and it went overboard. It was a mind-blowing the amount of stuff. So thank you very much. Yeah, it's too bad they don't give, I mean, there's kind of a time frame for these, especially the first one of the year, but they never actually come out and tell you the exact day until they don't actually, they put out a press release yesterday. But they usually don't give you a lot of notice to be able to plan a trip around it. But thank you very much. I'd like to welcome back Smoky Mountain Ken to the 717 Inter-Island Traveler level. Thank you very much for coming back. O'Malley will be by with your pog drink soon. All right, take care, Sydney. We'll see you tomorrow. So Brandon's on my Pog Juice drink duty today. Thank you, Brandon, for picking that up. So pull back a little to get away from the wind is starting to pick up again. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, the wind is really picking up. I mean, it's probably gusting 20 miles an hour now. And as you can see by the, I'll show you the windsock here. It is really gusting right now. And we have another fighter, another F-22. And I tried to adjust the rain cover to not block the wind as much, so hopefully it would cut down on the shaking a little bit. And I realized there was some water trapped on top of the rain guard, and it came spilling down on top of me. Not my most proudest moment. So I think I missed a gifted membership from Reno to London Heathrow. So I've gifted one reverse ops membership. Thank you very much. And our good friend Martin Colad, who was just out here beginning of December, was that? Yeah, I think it was beginning of December. Coming with a €6 super chat. Thank you very much. Once again, great stream. Glad you're enjoying it. This is the strongest wind we've had out here in a long time. This is pretty bad. This is knock you off the ladder type type of wind. Thanks, Rainbow Love. The next couple we are coming out aren't as quite as fast. We have a Southwest, a Hawaiian, a Southwest, and a Hawaiian. The first Southwest is heading off to Hilo. If you're not familiar, Hilo is on the east side of Hawaii Island. That is the farthest major city in Hawaii east of us. Next one going out is a 717 that's going off to Kahului. It's on Maui. You taking off? Yeah. I was hoping we get the E3s today. I was hoping the E3s would go out today. Also, I haven't seen the second one come, but the first one is here still.
The one from Oklahoma.
Yeah. So. It's 9:15. Yeah.
What's that guy?
What? I've never seen him before, but.
I saw you run up to him.
Oh, his head was right at the end of the runway between my camera. So every time I went to the end of the runway, his head was in it. But he was nice. Yeah. I just asked him to move a couple feet over, and he was very nice about it. So I need to give him a sticker or something. What?
He was royalty.
Yeah. Oh, we got a Queen taxiing. That should come right in front of us. So if you're, oh, it's right here. There it is. This is UPS 58. It's heading off to Hong Kong. This is going to taxi right around the corner in front of us. So if you've never been here, this is about as close as you can get to a heavy without wearing a uniform. So we're going to hold on this and skip the Southwest coming out. Air Godzilla, I think the gusts are higher than that. It is much higher than 8 knots. The windsock is pretty much starched out. Ah, hello H-Dot. Good to see you. So it's not quite St. Martin right there, but it'll blow you off a ladder. That's for sure. Especially when you get a cheeky UPS pilot who kind of guns it around that corner. So it looks like we have more fighters. All right, so we have more 35s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 more 35s. All right, yeah, 4 more 35s at the end of the runway. Not many places you can see a 747 taxiing in front of an F-35. That's why I love this airport. So blessed to live here. So we got a lot of new faces. I know we have a lot of new faces in there. So don't forget, we do this. Usually we do this 3 times a week. We usually get fighters during the week. They're not always. They're mostly F-22s. This week is special because we're doing the fighter exercise Aloha, Sentry Aloha. So that's why we have the 15s and the 35s here. But we usually do it 3 times a week. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. If you'd like to go a little further in supporting the channel, we do have membership levels available, starting at just $2 a month. We do members only streams here as well, so you can get in on that. Those are a lot of fun. But all of that can be found in my I have a oh wait, let's do it after. I hear a fighter moving. Let's do it after that. Like I said, we usually do 3 shows a week here. Get a lot of F-22s, a lot of heavies, a lot of super heavies. If you were here earlier, you saw the super heavies we get, the ANA A380s. They come in with the turtle livery on them. Those came in a little while ago. Usually Saturdays we watch them depart, and during the week we watch them arrive. This next one out's going to, it's a 717 that's heading off to, come on Flight Radar, update. Anyway, it's going somewhere, Inner Island. Oh, Lehue. So, all the information I just said is a lot. I know it's a lot, you probably didn't have your pencils out or anything, but I do have a quick and easy way to get there. If you just go to reverseops.com/find me, that'll take you to my social medias. It'll take you to this channel. It'll take you to my companion channel, HNL Ops. It'll also take you to the membership page, social medias, Instagrams, all that stuff. So that's a good link to have. reverseops.com/find me. And I've been instructed by Mrs. Reverse Ops to tell you to hit that like button, please. Next one out should be that Queen right down there, if I don't get blown away before that, because the wind is really picking up. Holy cow. And you can see that windsock there in the foreground. Hey, thanks for moving. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, let me give you one of these. It's my channel and stuff.
Oh, I follow you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do.
Sweet. Thanks.
Thank
Oh, you're welcome, Eham. What do you say? It's so much fun. What do you say we do it again tomorrow? So we'll be out here during the exercise. We're going to be streaming a lot. So we'll be out here tomorrow and Friday. We'll see about Saturday. I'm not sure. But then we'll be back. We're going to try to do at least 3 streams next week. So hit those notification bells, all that YouTube stuff, all those big YouTubers tell you all that stuff. I didn't see them go. They didn't go this morning. They might have gone out way early, possibly. But I've been here. I've been in the parking lot since 6. I didn't see them go out. I know one of them is here. I saw it come in on flight radar, and I never saw it left. So hopefully, maybe we'll get those tomorrow. This one's just waiting for a smaller Cessna to come across its nose. Or I'm sorry, a PC-12 to cross its nose. There's the PC-12.
Take care, Mark.
How's it going?
Good.
Oh, he's gonna go around. Do without this wind, though. I could do without this wind.
Oh, well, you got the best little setup, but
Yeah.
you just need a little bit more around you. You know?
Well, the problem when you put more around, it catches the wind.
Oh.
So I need just enough to stay dry, but not
go
catch
spend
the wind.
another $2 or $3 grand.
Yeah.
Okay?
So the wife would.
They'll appreciate you.
Yeah.
Those other businesses, you know. And then if you order it on, online, then you can put it all together yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I did with this. Everything is kind of.
Bitchin'.
Yeah.
Especially your little radar deal over there, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's for the internet.
Is this your own deal?
Yeah.
Man, I love it.
Oh, thanks. Let me give you.
Yeah. So I made a joke with that other guy about Garcia.
Yeah.
So that's my personal question to you.
Yeah.
And a joke also.
Yeah.
Are you related to Jerry?
No.
Let me see. Last name Garcia?
No.
No. It's just a joke. I
Yeah.
saw him when I was a teenager.
I've
He
seen
snuck
him.
into the Santa Monica Civic Auditorium. Great
seen.
concert, by the way.
I saw him in Vegas a couple times at
Wow,
the Sam Boyd
before he
Silver
died.
Bowl. Yeah, it
He's
was
a cool dude.
93, 94 maybe.
Yeah. Oh, I was in the 70s.
Yeah.
When he was really young. Yeah, he crashed the door.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have money.
Yeah.
And some idiot ran over and opened the door for us. 30 or 40 people ran in, and they were tackling people in the foyer there.
Yeah.
You know, my friend started to run in, and I grabbed him by the shirt and held him, and he looked at me, and I said, wait. And then they were tackling people, and then when when no one else was tackling people, I said, okay, let's go. And we walked in, because everybody was running, It's chaos. Funny. Very cool, man. I've seen and read about some of those. Patrick, I'm Jackson.
Jackson.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. I've read about some of the independent news people
Yeah.
and stuff, and independents, and some of them that have the right stuff know what they're doing. They're in six figures and higher.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's some really big plane streaming channels out
So
there.
all this shit, I don't know nothing about it, but I just want your little truck. Can I
Yeah.
have it?
I need it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Maybe
If
I
it-
could buy
if
you
it
a
wasn't-
big truck that has more gas and everything, and give you that one.
If it
That's
wasn't
what
for
I
the,
drive.
if it
I
wasn't
drive
for,
a new one.
oh yeah, if it wasn't for the truck, I'd be standing on a ladder, and I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
This is dangerous enough.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it. I used to stand over there on a
You have
ladder.
stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have one step.
Yeah.
That's very cool, like a sailboat. I
Yeah.
have a 25-foot sailboat, and you have ladders.
Yeah.
Hook onto the side. Oh wow, this side's not bad.
Yeah.
I just got out of the wind a little
Yeah.
bit more. Yeah, and you got your little ice chest. If that's what that is. That
Yep.
Yeti.
You got to have it for the hotter days.
Yeah.
Today's not
So
too
do you
bad.
do stuff with the news and stuff, or no?
No, I just
It's all independent.
yeah. So it's just going on YouTube.
And this is your living?
No, I have a day job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that guy gonna hassle me? No. So what do you do in your full time?
Oh, I'm just an IT guy.
IT?
Yeah.
You do okay at that over here?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Everything's okay these days.
Yeah.
Most people are not, like, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm making 120 or 160 grand a year.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's yeah, it's not quite. If you had told me how much I'm making now as a teenager, I'd be freaking out, going, "Wow, and now it's just enough to live."
When I graduated high school, I think I
Yeah.
told somebody if I make $500 or $600 a week, I said, I'm going to be great. you know. Geez, now 1,000, 2,000, 1,500. That's a minimum you need to live. Minimum.
Yeah.
1,500. Just
My-
if you want to have stuff.
Yeah, my first real job out of high school, I was an auto mechanic,
Oh wow.
and I think I was making $14 an hour,
Oh wow, that's.
and I was living high on the hog, and I was like, "Wow, this is amazing."
You want my story? I'm older than you.
Yeah.
The most I've ever made in my life, I tell people this and they go, what? $8 an hour.
Yeah.
You know why? It was right after junior college and I was driving a logging truck. Minimum wage then was still $4 an hour. So I was making double minimum wage. If minimum wage right now was 15 or 17, well, I make 30 an hour now, but I'd be making 34 or 38 an hour.
Yeah.
That's not enough today.
No.
Not even double minimum wage.
No.
And that's only minimum wage in some cities. In the Midwest, there's some places now that minimum wage is still $5.86 an hour. Are you kidding me?
in the South, it's like $7.25.
I looked it up last year, like in Arkansas or somewhere, it's still $5.86, and some of the politicians say this is great, fine. None of them say it's wrong.
Yeah.
Shoot, they can hardly even get their trash picked up for that.
Yeah, I look at people and what they do for a living. I don't know how I wouldn't do it for what they get paid. So I'm very nice when people, servers and whatever, McDonald's workers. I'm very nice to them
Right.
because I know they work harder than I do,
and they're struggling.
It's amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys who yells about their burger being wrong or whatever.
Right.
You gotta be nice to people.
Well, hopefully you can be nice to everybody.
All right. Well, I got a bunch of people online here, so I got to get back to them. But it was nice.
Okay.
It was nice chatting with you.
Yeah, Patrick.
Good
nice
meeting
to talk
you.
with you, man.
Yeah.
Think about the truck. Yeah, they get you a big full-size gas heater dual, you know, and then you can pay the gas.
Yeah, pay the gas.
The insurance.
Probably more than
My little truck and all.
Yeah, probably cost me more for the gas than it did for this truck.
Yeah, but I'll be happy.
Yeah. Take care.
All right.
Nice. So we'll see what we got about 15 minutes left in the show, because as I was telling that guy there, Jackson is the name? Jackson. That I have to get to my day job today. So we got about 15 minutes left. We'll see what comes out. That was a lot of fighters, so I don't know if we'll get any more fighters. That was close to 20. I lost count somewhere in the middle there, but that was definitely close to 20. So we'll well, if they change the runways now, it won't really affect us because a lot of the fighters are gone. So and I only got about 15 minutes left. I was hoping they'd change the runways earlier. Yeah. Well, they're still sending stuff in normal direction right now. We'll see where this there was DHL that's south of us. I'd like to see that land over here. That'd be nice. But like I said, we got about 15 minutes left. Like I said, I have to get to a day job. But we'll be back here doing this again tomorrow. We're going to start about 6:45 in the morning. And then we'll be back on Friday to do it all again. So we got 2 more shows this week. So if you had a good time, come back for those. We got John Covey, 808. Thank you very much. He's coming back to us at the 321 level. And he's been a channel member for over a year. Thank you very much, John. We'll get Brandon to bring you a double pog today. You know, that's one of those things I've been meaning to ask you, Gabriel, about reverse ops there. Our good friend Gabriel, who's Hawaiian Pyro in the chat, he lives on the other side near the flight path for the Marine Air Base over there, which is K-Bay, Kaneohe Bay. And I've been meaning to ask you about what happens when they go in reverse ops over there. Do they truly go out over your head? The normal approach path over there, they circle the bay and then come over his house and then touch down. And then when they leave, they go out over the water. Thanks, Ian. Yeah, Frederick, I think they're all in the air. We had half a dozen or so KC-135s leave. We had a C-17. And then I think I lost count, but I swear it was 20 fighters. Where'd that DHL go? Disappeared. Oh no, there he is. He just popped up again. Oh, he is. They're still looping that DHL around for 8 left. Thank you, Allie. Our good friend Allie Ferguson, good channel member. Thank you very much. Good chatter. I like the. Has gifted a 5-pound super chat for having to put up with that guy. Well, it wasn't that bad. He was nice. But thank you very much. Hopefully tomorrow will be a little less windy. Oh, sure, EM, that's fine. I don't mind. Thomas will be live at 6:45 a.m. Hawaii time. We should get the A380s in the 7 o'clock hour, and then we'll see what time the fighters go out. But I would imagine the fighters will go out again tomorrow and Friday. That follows the pattern for the last couple of Sentry Alohas. Yeah, the Australian ones, I've seen some Australian C-17s pull some crazy banks coming out of this airport. So I would imagine what it's like over there in a much tinier spot. Alright, so DHL triple. This is Singapore Airlines co-branded with DHL. So DHL is the packaging or the what's inside, and Singapore Airlines is who's flying it. We get 2 flights of these a day, and this is actually worked by Singapore employees on the ground. So there's actually Singapore Air employees here, even though there's no passenger flights from Singapore Air here. We do get the cargo flights. Hawaiian Pyro, I don't think there's going to be a RIMPAC 26. Wasn't it? Didn't they do 25? No, okay, they are doing one in 22. It's been long. Really? I thought it was 27. Oh, I might be wrong. Hey. Was it that long ago that the other? Maybe I'm just. Maybe I'm just compressing time too much. I guess was RIMPAC 24, not this past year. Man, I'm losing track of time here. Yeah. In my brain, though, I thought it was this past year. I don't know what I was thinking. This time is flying by too quickly, I think is what it is. So that's good. That's RIMPAC. That's better. That's even better than what I was thinking. Okay. There is you're talking about the base yard that's behind the parking lot where over, let's see if we can get that in the shot. Right. That stuff right past that building right there. Sorry, my rain cover is blowing in the way. That stuff there. Ugh. That is the base yard for all the work they've been doing on the taxiways. So I don't think anything is actually being constructed there. That's just the base yard for the construction they've been doing on the runways and taxiways. I lost a year somewhere apparently. If you would have asked me 5 minutes ago, I would have said RIMPAC was in 25. I've lost a year. Yeah, brain, what is that? Yeah. Alright, well, we'll be here for RIMPAC, I hope. It is getting crazy windy out here, and I don't see anything other than that. Well, we do have another. Where's that? Let's see. Okay, let's give that queen another 5 minutes. There's a queen over here to my right. Let's see if it gets moving. Until then, I'm going to take down this rain cover, because this wind is catching it and it's getting crazy. June 26th through August 2nd. That'll work for me. I think I'm going to have to end it now. I know we got a queen coming up, but I just looked at the time, and I realized I have a meeting that starts promptly at 10:30, so I need to get out of here. So, like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. We're going to do this all again tomorrow. 6:45 till about now, 9:45. And then we'll be back on Friday as well. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe as well. If you really like the channel, there's membership levels available. We have a merch shop as well. You can hit that reverseops.com/findme, or hit that QR code there. A plane just went out on 8 right, so that queen, which way would the queen's not going to come this way anyway. Alright. Yeah, the queen's not going to come this way anyway. It's going to go over, probably going to go over to 26 right. But I want to thank Miss Wolves, Rainbow Love, Kirsten, Sydney, Josh, O'Malley, Alan, and Brandon, the world's most dangerous mod crew. I'll give a special shout out to my lovely wife, Mrs. Reverse Ops, who makes all this possible. Like I said, we'll be back here tomorrow. Tune in, same Pat time, same Pat channel. Everybody be good to yourself. Be good to each other. And we'll see you in about 21 hours. Yep. There's our first arrival on 26 left. So they have officially switched the runways around. So that means that that queen that we were going to wait for is actually going to go, probably most likely go to 26 right, so we wouldn't be able to see it from here anyway, so we're not going to miss much. Alright. Everybody pray for dry weather tomorrow. We'll see you all. Alright. Aloha, everyone.